everything. Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. I think it's like February 6th, maybe? I don't even know. Headed into work for the day. I've been driving for almost an hour. We got upwards of 3 to 4 inches of snow last night. And it's still coming down. I don't know how much more we're supposed to get. I didn't have a chance to check out the weather forecast or anything. I actually used the snowblower this morning to clear the driveway, and then after, as I was like maybe halfway done, it started snowing again. So it's already accumulating more on the driveway, but at least I got, you know, the 2 or 3 inches or whatever. The driveway, you know, like in the back, you can see we got, like I said, like 3 or 4 inches. And the driveway always has like these like weird air currents or something. And sometimes we have like a deep drift, and sometimes we have like nothing on the driveway in spots. It's weird. But I smell and stink like gas now. I hate that. That's the only thing I hate about using a snowblower. I wish there was a way to get like an electric one or something that wouldn't smell like that. The one we got is just gas. It's not like gas and oil. That smells even worse. But no, it's all good. It's all good. So I'm just glad the snowblower worked. I was able to clear the driveway in like 20-25 minutes. So booyah. So today's Thursday. So last night, Nikki was over. We went hot tubbing. Came in, and there was just an absolute fucking puddle of piss in the kitchen on the floor from Sophie. And before we went out hot tubbing, like when we were getting ready, we came up and there was a puddle of piss, I think, on the floor too. And she had something like 3 accidents in the kitchen. And then I had to go to the bathroom, so I'm like, fuck this, I don't know what's happening. So I brought her down into the bathroom with me and like closed the door so she couldn't like sneak away or whatever. And she literally just squatted right next to me in the bathroom and just pissed right on the bathroom floor. I'm like, wow, what is happening? So kind of have the feeling like she's got like a UTI, a urinary tract infection or something. So it's kind of like the worst timing for this, right? So tonight I'm supposed to go see that concert 2 hours away, and all she's doing is pissing everywhere. I'm like, God damn it. So I don't know. So I'm gonna see. I don't know, but I'm gonna see if I can try to get out of work early today, maybe 2:33, and go and take her into the vet or whatever. They're only open to like 5 or 5:30. So, kind of sucks. I feel like if I do go to this concert, I'm only going to be there for like 2 or 3 hours. So I'm going to spend a minimum of 4 hours driving there and back. So it just sucks. That's what's tough about, you know, not having any help or whatever. Like, it's insane. There's no other way to put it. I mean, trying to manage everything all by myself and all that. We even ended up having to go to bed early last night because I didn't know what kind of a night it was going to be with Sophie. She did sleep and rest a little bit, but she she seemed very like out of sorts, and she seemed uncomfortable and stuff, so not good. But so heading into work yesterday, I don't know how much, if I vlogged or not, but yesterday I started a whole shitstorm at work over that new storage space. So I went into the new storage space, and there was one of the shelving units was missing, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, who moved this out of here? And the one girl was like, oh, I was just told to do it. So I'm like, wow. So then I talked to the one chick, and she's like, yeah, you told me we could take one, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you guys already fucking took one. So I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing over here? So, you know, I started this shitstorm, and I emailed, like, some people. I'm like, dude, I don't want these fuckers going into my storage space. I'm like, what the fuck? The whole point of all of this was to move rooms. not move rooms and add more people and shit. Like, we have stuff that's very expensive, very easy to steal and deny or whatever. You know, like, let's say somebody's like, oh, hey, I need a network cable, like a Cat 5 cable. Go in the storage closet and grab it. They don't know that that's allocated for a project and that there are no extras. You know, there might be 10 of them there, but I need fucking 10 of them. And I don't want these fuckers in there. That's what it came down to. I'm like, dude, we're gonna need to change the locks and all this shit. Like, this is not gonna work. So I started this shitstorm. I got my big boss involved. She's a director. She came down, checked out the situation, talked to me about it. She's on my side. She's like, dude, we gotta lock this space up. Like, we can't be dealing with this stuff. So they're gonna boot this other bitch out of the room. Found her some other space somewhere else. I don't know. And I'm gonna get the whole room. Me and the other two teams, but that was normal anyway. So me and these other two teams are gonna get to take the entire room, and I couldn't be happier. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. You know, I don't know. I know it seems weird and petty or whatever, but I'm like, dude, like, if they're taking racks and shit, and they're like, no one's gonna take anything. There's a security camera right on the door and blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, no one watches that shit. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? I don't have access to that security feed. So I don't know when people are going in and out of there and what they're doing or grabbing. And, you know, because I actually was thinking about setting up my own security camera in my store, inside the storage room. And I'm like, what am I doing, dude? Like, why? What's the fucking point of this? This is stupid. So, I don't know what's happening, but apparently I'm getting my way. They're moving their shit to a different room. Me and only like 2 other people or whatever, those other teams are going to have access to this room. And they're going to be really pissed when I never go into it, but maybe once a month. So, but that's the way it is, right? I don't know. There's no other way to put it. It's storage. For storing stuff. You know, they want to actively use it and go in and out of there all the time and leave the door open and unlocked. I'm like, guys, like, come on. We need to secure our stuff. Well, the other door secures this main room, but so it's just us going in there, and I'm like, kind of inferring, like, guys, I don't want you guys going in there. Like, you know, one of the people on that team, a bunch of them are contractors. And that guy, like, when I was throwing out e-waste and stuff, he's like, oh, what are you throwing out? I'm like, you know, old cables and weird colored cables and stuff. And he's like, what about these SFPs? They're Cisco SFPs. I'm like, no, we're not throwing those out. He's like, oh, okay, all right, I was going to say. I'm like, so he's like, you know, on the lookout for shit. And I'm like, this fucking guy. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to be working on some cabling stuff today. I have a meeting at 8:30. And it's 8:22 right now, and I'm barely gonna have enough time to run my ass into work and get connected in. So I gotta skedaddle. See ya. Alright guys, what is happening? This will be probably my last vlog entry for the night, but doing well. I ended up, so it was Thursday, February 6th still, and I got home. I had a late meeting at work. It started at 2:30. I thought it'd be done I'll be done like 3:30 and then I'll leave. The meeting went to like 3:40 or something, and I got the hell out of there right after that. So I got home by like 4:30, took Sophie to the vet, and I got a urine sample while I was there, and they ran it through the machine, and I guess there was nothing that indicated that she had a urinary tract infection. So, which is a problem because she's having problems. So she's peeing literally every 5 to 10 minutes. She wet her bed before I got home. I got home a little bit earlier than normal. And so what I did was, when I got home, I let her out. I threw her bedding in the wash. Quick wash cycle. Actually, no, it was a full wash cycle. And then I took her to the vet. When I got back from the vet, I threw her bedding in the dryer, and I used like her little living room bed and blanket and put that in her cage instead. So then I figured when I get home tonight, late, if she wet that bed, then I'll swap it again. Take her stuff outside of the dryer and wash that. I really feel bad for leaving her. So, like I said, they couldn't detect that she has a urinary tract infection. So what they did, I told them, like, dude, like, something's not right. She's peeing more often. Yeah, she's on diuretics, but, like, yesterday was different. She was peeing every, like, 5 minutes. Not even kidding. So she's like, all right, no, that's fine. She's like, what I'll do is I'll give you antibiotics for that. And then I believe that Sophie had an ear infection, so I had her check her ear, and she said, yeah, it seems like there's something going on there. It's, smells funky. So they cleaned out her ear. They put in some special medicine. It was almost $200 tonight for her vet visit. And they still want to do the blood work to check like her kidneys and her organs and stuff. And it's like another $200. I'm like, dude, I can't. Like, I'm good. We'll come back for that. So, what was I gonna say? So then I got home, like I said, swapped her bedding. I sat down and ate like a snack because Sophie hasn't eaten since like yesterday morning or something. She didn't eat at all last night. All she was doing was drinking water and pissing all over the place. So I sat in the kitchen to eat something, and then when I eat, she'll eat in the kitchen. So that's what happened. So she ate. She did poop when I got home outside, and I gave her a little bit of water, and that was it, man. So I'm now headed to go see the Breaking Benjamin concert. All this extra stress, all this extra shit going on, and you can see how tired I am. So right now it's 7:18. I should be getting this place by about 7:52 or so, is what they're thinking. And so yeah, everything's going well. It's just a lot going on, and I don't think it's going to show up in the video, but like over here the windows are all fogged up. I don't know what's happening. So I started watching this TV show on Netflix called Containment, and it's incredible. It's literally about like a virus, like a bad virus outbreak that kills people within like a few days or a couple days or something, 48 hours. And I think it like goes down in like Atlanta or something. I want to say it's like almost like a TV series, because there's like maybe 10 episodes or something like that. And really incredible though, and really like kind of interesting, kind of how it all works and whatnot. So you can't help but think about like the coronavirus and stuff. Like, we don't even know how bad the coronavirus is because, like, the news is like, oh, you're fine, there's no problems, and then meanwhile China's like spraying like their streets with China's spraying their streets down with like something to kill the virus. I don't know if it's disinfectant. I don't know if they're spraying gigantic, copious amounts of Lysol all over the streets. It's insane. I'll have to see if I can find the footage and then I can like splice it in to my vlog. Because like, dude, that might be something interesting to look back on. But so you guys know I've been talking about this coronavirus and I've been tracking it a little bit. But like since Thursday, there's been one additional case added in the United States every single day. So Thursday there was 6, Friday 7, Saturday 8, Sunday 9, Monday 10, Tuesday 11, Wednesday 12, and I think there's 12 still, but there's like 13 infected. I think there's like one guy that like hasn't made it back to the United States yet, so they're trying to figure out what the fuck to do with these people. There's news report that there's like a 3,000 passenger cruise ship that has like 10 cases, confirmed cases of coronavirus on board, and they're quarantining the entire boat for 2 weeks, which, you know, there could be worse places to be trapped, I suppose. I mean, it's a luxury cruise ship, right? But the problem is they're like, they tried to dock in like Japan and one other country, like I don't know what else is over there, Philippines maybe, and both countries that they tried to dock at turned them away. They don't want them even docking and exposing anybody to that shit. So you see stuff like this go down, and then you see the news that are like, oh yeah, it's not bad, it's over there, you know, don't worry about it. And it's like, wow. Like, there's got to be more to it, that it's that bad in these countries, and places are freaking out. They're banning travel. They're making people stay in and quarantining them. They're not allowed to work even, any of that stuff. I was at work today, walking by the shipping department, and I saw an entire pallet of 3M brand N95 face masks. And I mean, I'm guessing there was 300 or maybe 400 or 500 masks on this entire pallet, and I'm like, wow, dude. You know, and I could tell like they weren't for here. It was in our shipping department, and they were like assembling boxes, I'm guessing, to ship them out or send them out to somebody. But so later on, I caught the young dude in shipping. That's always cool, and I'm like, dude, what is going on with all this? And he's like, he's like, yeah, we're shipping masks out to all of our plants and locations in China. The company I work for is international, global, all of that. So we're everywhere. And I think he said that we've already shipped like 100,000 of these masks to China, to locations in China. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude, that's insane. So I was telling him, because like, just before I ran into him, I was like looking up online, like on like Amazon. I searched for N95 masks, and there's a bunch of hits, but there's not a single prime option. So they're basically sold out. Last week when I did the Walmart grocery, I added some face masks to my list. I was going to throw them in with my emergency prepared shit, you know, whatever, my kit, and they were sold out. I never got them. And I heard that like all the stores, like, you know, Walgreens, all the convenience store type places, CVS, they're all sold out of these masks. So the threat is there, man. You know, some people are preparing for it, apparently. It's interesting. So I don't know. I'm definitely not taking it lightly, because like, if and when this shit actually breaks out in the United States, it's gonna be nuts. People in the United States travel so much You know, we don't stay in like a city like Wuhan or whatever. Like, you know, I work an hour away in a building full of people, and each of them can work, you know, 30 to 60 minutes away in different directions. So, I mean, that's a big radius in terms of exposure and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. And yeah, you know, I mean, right now I'm driving 100 miles away to a concert. I mean, that's a little bit crazy on a Thursday night, but it shows just how much we travel. And I mean, you guys have been seeing the cars zooming past both directions on this video. There's a lot of people out here traveling, and it's 7:30 at night. This isn't rush hour traffic. These people are going places and doing things. So, very, very interesting when you kind of think about all this stuff and start realizing how fragile our society is and all of that with everything going on. I mean, it's wouldn't take much to break down our society's structure and all of that infrastructure. So I don't know, man. I hope it never comes to that. I really do. But it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. So I got a little under 30 minutes to get to this place. I'm going to be getting there roughly about 8 o'clock. The concert was supposed to start at 7. So, I don't know. I just fucking hope it's good time. I hope there's no problems. I don't have any hassles. And that's about it. So, I'm going to a town called Rockford. And it's not really the nicest of towns. It's a big, big suburban town. A lot of crime, a lot of shit. And curious to do this. I've never been to this venue, of course. I've never been out this far for something, and all alone, no backup. So I'll let you know what they say. Actually, now that I think about it, I'll probably make another video when I get out of the concert, because I'm not gonna have anyone else to talk to. It's gonna be late as shit. It's gonna be like probably leave like 10:30 the latest, so I get back home by like 12:30. I gotta get a little bit of sleep. Originally was planning on taking off work tomorrow, but I got meetings, I got training, I got what's it called? We're doing that special stuff with for Nikki for Valentine's Day, and also I requested like 3 days off work. So one is the 17th for President's Day, I believe. One is the 28th for a Teacher Institute Day. Grant has no school that day. And then the following Monday, like March 2nd, is I believe Casimir Pulaski Day. So Grant doesn't have school. So I'm gonna be off work that Friday and that following Monday. 4-day weekend for both of us. So it should be a good time. Alright guys, stay tuned for